Good day everyone, this is Chermar TV. Sa video na to ay tutuloy natin ang discussion about law of cosines. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so ano nga ba ang law of cosines? For any triangle with sides A, B, and C and angles A, B, and C, the following relations are true. So, ito po yung formulas ng law of cosines. Ano po? So, we have a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times cosine a and 2 others. Okay, so ayan po ang ginagamit to solve for the triangle or parts of the triangle using law of cosines. And then ito po yung corresponding equivalent ng bawat formula, no? So yung a squared na nandito ay naka-correspond doon sa cosine A. So, equivalent sila no, by solving cosine A in terms of the sides of the triangle. Okay? Ayan po. So, ang pinagkaiba nila guys is ito, ginagamit yung formula na to to solve for the sides of the triangle habang ito naman yung cosine A, cosine B, tsaka cosine C ayan naman po sa angle. So, ginagamit ito to solve for the angles. Okay? Ayan po. And then there are cases when to use law of sines. So we have SAS case and SSS case. So sa SAS case, two sides and an included angle given. So two sides tapos yung angle na nasa gitna ng dalawa, ayan yung given. So that's the SAS case. Habang sa SSS case, obviously, all three sides of the triangle are given. So sa video na ito ay i-discuss natin yung SSS case. So kung hindi nyo pa napanood about SAS case, no, panoorin nyo muna yung video about law of cosines para sa SAS case para may idea tayo kung paano natin isolve yung triangle by using law of cosines. Okay? So with that said, umpisahan natin mag-solve ng triangle under SSS case. Okay, so let's solve the following triangles. So ito po yung given, no? So side A is 35 inches, side B is 50 inches, and side C is 25 inches, no? Okay, so makikita natin sa figure na tatlo sa sides ng triangle ay given. And of course, kapag tatlong sides ng triangle ay given, ang nawawala ay yung tatlong angles. No? We have angle A, angle B, at saka angle C. Okay, so pakita natin yung mga formula. No? So as you can see, itong formulas na to no, ay ginagamit to solve for the sides of the triangle. But all three sides of the triangle are given. So we don't need this one. No? Hindi natin kailangan to. So, ang kailangan lang natin ay yung cosine A, cosine B, tsaka cosine C. Kasi, ang isosolve na lang natin ay yung angles. Pero, nasa sa inyo din naman kung alin dyan ang uunahin mo, no? But, para makasunod tayo is, umpisa natin sa angle A. Okay, so isolve muna natin yung angle A. So, alin ba sa tatlong ito, cosine A, cosine B, tsaka cosine C ang gagamitin natin? Siyempre, yung cosine A. Ayan. So, copyahin natin yung formula. So, we have cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. Ayan. And then, saka natin ipasok yung value sa formula. So, cosine A is equal to side B. Side B is 50. Diba? So, 50 squared plus side C is 25. So, we have 25 squared minus side A is 35. So, 35 squared. All divided by 2 times side B is 50 and side C is 25. Ayan. And then from here, gagamit tayo ng calculator to determine the value of this expression. So, cosine A is equal to, ilabas natin yung calculator. Ayan po, no? And then, itatype natin yung expression, no? So, dahil fraction siya, pinutin natin yung fraction key. And then, itatype natin yung expression sa numerator and denominator. Starting with 50 squared plus 25 squared minus 35 squared. Then, baba tayo. Then, 2 times 50 times 25 equals, ayan, we have 19 over 25, but remember, kailangan natin yung decimal. So, pindutin natin yung SD rito, no? So, we have 0.76. Yan. Tapos, itong 0.76, cosine value pa lang, no? Kaya, isosolve natin yung mismong angle A. Diba? So, para masolve natin yung angle A, gagamit tayo ng shift sign. So, pinutin natin yung shift, then shift sign tuloy. Shift cosine, I mean. Diba? So, shift, then cosine, no? Lalabas to, cosine raised to negative 1, pero ang basa rito ay cosine inverse, no? Or inverse cosine. So, inverse cosine of 0.76, and we got the answer of 40.535. So, isusulat natin yung result rounded to 2 decimal places. So, we have 40.54 degrees. So, ito po yung measure ng angle A, which is, ayan yung first angle. Okay? Ayan po. Then, para sa susunod na angle, so we had already used this formula. So, between ano lang po, so between cosine B tsaka cosine C na lang po, no? So, isosolve na natin si angle B. So, ang gagamitin natin ay yung cosine B. Okay, so let's copy the formula. So, cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared all over 2AC. Ayan. And then, saka natin ipasok yung mga values, no? Starting with side A, which is 35 squared plus C. Ano yung C? 25, no? So, 25 squared minus yung B natin ay 50 squared all over 2 times A is 35 while C is 25. There you go. And then from here, no? From here, gagamit ulit tayo ng calculator to get the value, no? Para sa cosine B. So, again, no? Again, pindutin natin yung fraction button and then itatype natin yung expression sa taas at baba. So, 35 squared plus 25 squared minus 50 squared. Then baba, we have 2 times 35 times 25. Then we have this one, negative 13 over 35, but we want decimal, no? So SD, pinutin mo yung SD, so that we have negative 0.3714. So, negative 0.3714. Ayan. So, cosine value pa lang ito. So, ang hahanapin natin is angle B mismo. So, again, gagamit tayo ng shift cosine. Ayan. So, pindutin mo lang yung shift, then cosine, and then lalabas to. Cosine raised to negative 1. Okay? So, inverse cosine of negative 0.3714. And then you will get this one. So, 111.80 degrees. Or, pwede rin namang 111.8 na lang kasi may 0 sa dulo, no? So, 111.8 degrees. So, that's the measure of angle B. And then, para naman sa angle C, pwede natin gamitin itong cosine C, but we had already solved two angles. And then, always remember po, yung measure or yung total sum na measure ng tatlong angles ng triangle, no? Pag rinas mo tong tatlo, mag-i-equal lagi yan sa 180 degrees. So, para makuha natin yung kulang para maging 180, so you just add these two values, no? 40 plus 111, tapos isusubtract natin yung sum from 180. So, para sa angle C, we have 180 minus the sum of these two. So, 40.54 plus 111.8. And then, again, calculator para mas mapadali ang pag-solve. So, 180 minus 40.54 plus 111.8. And then SD, we got 27.66 degrees. Okay? So, that's the measure of angle C. Okay, so to summarize the answer, the three angles na hinahanap natin ay ito. 40.54 degrees, 111.8 degrees, and 27.66 degrees. So, ayan po yung sagot. Okay, so let's move on to number 2. So, ang given naman po ay ang mga sumusunod. Side A is 7.9, side B is 12, and side C is 11.1. Ayan. Okay, of course, ang nawawala is yung angles ng triangle. Ayan. So, ito po yung illustration. Ano po? So, same procedure ang gagawin natin. So, pipiliin natin sa tatlo kung alin ang uunahin natin para masolve natin yung angle. No? So, unahin natin si angle A. So, of course, gagamitin natin to. Okay? So, that we have cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. Ayan. So, cosine A equals, i-substitute natin yung values, ano? So, sa B, no? Side B, 12 po yun, no? So, 12 squared plus, para sa C, or side C, we have 11.1 squared minus, para sa side A, we have 7.9. And then, all divided by 2 times side B is 12, while side C is 11.1. Ayan. And then from here, gagamit tayo ng calculator. So, idiretso natin ang pag-type para makuha natin yung answer. So, ayan. Ayan, so yung value ng cosine A ay 0.768768. Ayan, so 4 decimal places po, no, naka-round off siya. So, cosine A is equal to 0.7688. So again, cosine value pa lang ito. So ang hinahanap kasi dito ay angle A. And to do that, shift cosine tayo, no? So shift cosine of 0.7688, then equal sign, we have 39.75 degrees. No? 39.75 degrees. So this is the measure of angle A. Ngayon, ang isosolve naman natin ay angle B. And of course, gagamitin natin itong formula na to. No? So, let's copy the formula. We have cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared all over 2AC. Ayan. Dito natin ipasok yung values. Ano? So, cosine B is equal to A squared. A squared is 7.9 squared plus yung C naman po ay 11.1 squared minus yung B naman po is 12 squared. Diba? All over 2 times side A is 7.9 habang side C naman ay 11.1. And then we're going to use a calculator to determine the value, no? So, cosine B is equal to calculator. Bale, diretso natin ulit to. So, yeah, mali. Dapat naka-fraction, no? Yan. So, kung ano yung lumabas sa calculator, no? Ayan po yung magiging, ayan po yung value ng fraction, ano po. So, we have 0.2373. 0.2373. And para mahanap natin si angle B, once again, gagamit tayo ng shift cosine, no? So, shift cosine of 0.2373. Ayan. Then equals 76.27. So, yeah, 76.27 degrees. Ayan po. So, this is the measure of angle B. Ayan. And then, for the third and final angle, so, dapat alam natin na ang sum ng tatlong angles ng triangle ay 180. But, you can use this formula anyway, so, kayo nang bahala doon. Pero mas madali is, i-add natin itong dalawa, and then, isa-subtract natin yung sum from 180. So, ganun ang gagawin natin. Okay, so C is equal to 180 minus the sum of these two. So, 39.75, no? Excuse me, plus 76.27, no? And then, again, calculator. So, we have 180 minus open 39.75 plus 76.27. So, bale, 63.98 degrees. So, ayan po yung measure ng angle C. Okay, so to summarize the answer, we have 39.75 degrees, 76.27 degrees, and 63.98 degrees. So, ayan po yung final answer. Okay? So, that's how you are going to solve the triangle by using law of cosines under SSS case. So, basically, puro angles po ang sinusolve natin for this video since ang given ay tatlong sides ng triangle. Okay, so there you have it. Ito na po yung kabuuan ng lesson about law of size. And I hope makatulong ito sa pag-aaral ninyo ng math. Okay, so just keep on practicing para maging madali na sa inyo tong topic na ito. As always, have a great day to all.